What's popping? What's popping? How you feeling, bro?
Alive.
That's literally with everyone right now, boss.
Yeah, I'm alive. We're making it.
I
No
mean,
vaccine yet, but we're making it.
oh, well, I mean, listen, I can go so many different topics with that, but I'm trying not to go there today. But
Yeah.
we've made it to the end of the year. I mean, 2 months until December, till Christmas. How's this year been for you? Like, give us a brief idea of how it's been for you, like this whole crazy events.
This year has been very weird.
Yes.
Like the Americans say, a weird flex. It's been a very weird year. I feel like there's so much craziness that happening around the world. It's been so weird to the point where that saying when people say you're in it together.
Mm.
It's the first time in life I feel like every human being on earth, every animal, everything that crawls on earth has ever been in it together at one point, and this is that year.
Yeah, and it's not like there's like any sort of one side or the other side. It's literally
Everybody
everyone's going through it.
in it together.
I mean, what's the traveling situation like for you out there at the moment? Because I remember from like the beginning of like sort of May time, I saw in an interview that you were in New York. Are you still in New York now?
Yeah, I'm in LA now, but I live in New York.
Oh, okay. So have you stayed in New York for most of it, or you just like
Yeah,
travel
most
around?
of it I was in New York. I went to I'm in LA now. I think this is my second trip to LA because I do a lot of recordings I only record in New York and in LA at this point. So
Okay.
wherever the studio is that I'm comfortable, that's where I'll be going. That's it.
Yeah, because I saw on your Twitter that you said that this is the first time that you travel for a while, and it said it would be a headache for you.
Yeah, it was an headache, and it was really an headache. And I'm used to just going on a flight and eat my chips with nobody looking at my face. You know what I mean? Now people looking at me like I'm doing something wrong. Like I can't eat with my mask on. Like I can't eat with my mask on. Like
Yeah,
Jesus Christ,
it's like you can't eat, let alone breathe.
you can't cough.
Yeah, do you remember from the beginning days of when it was happening? Saw those memes that if you cough, you just go like that.
Yeah, I don't want nobody coughing beside me.
Yeah, no,
I mean, but
I
at
hear
the
you.
end of the day, man, listen, we have to give thanks that we have life. We have to give thanks that we're breathing. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean? This is the good thing about human beings. We all know to adapt. We have to adapt. And it's a situation that we have to adapt to keep everybody safe. And that's what it is.
Well, I like your philosophy on it because, like, that's
Yeah.
just the way it goes. Like for everybody, like I've had to adapt like so many different ways. Like even Zoom chats that I'm having with artists, like this is kind of the new normal in terms of like interviews
Yep.
right now.
Yep. It's true. You know what I mean? You know what they said? They have this saying that people are like teabag. You
Mm.
never know the strength until they put into some hot water.
I like it. You got so many good philosophies, man. I'm gonna tax them later and put them on my Twitter, man. Yeah, I saw like in an interview that you mentioned that you sang in church when you was little, and you
Mm.
wanted to become an artist, and you came to the revelation that women and voices go hand in hand because I mean, it's evident to know that you just love women. You love
Yeah,
women.
yeah. It's true.
So were you thinking at that point when you was in church and knowing that women were responding well to voices that I'm gonna use my voice to get gal? Was that ever the intention when you first started?
Honestly, it wasn't about using my voice to get girl. It was just like I like how women react to me singing.
Mm,
It's like the thing in life you have to know what you're good at, your assets.
mm,
When you're approaching a woman, you have to know your assets. Your
mm.
assets. So for me, a woman like the way I smile, they like the way I walk, and they like my personality.
Yeah.
Right? So then I was like, every time I open my mouth and I sing, I go like, damn, you have a nice voice. You know what I mean? And I feel like I see girls under some artist picture, be like, oh my God, you're the sexiest thing on earth. And like, is a monkey that, you know what I mean? So me realize that this thing that God give us, you know what I mean, it's a very attracting thing to females
It
because I feel
certainly
like
is.
I personally feel like singers are the angels of the earth.
They
You know what I mean?
they certainly are. Have you ever watched Delirious with Eddie Murphy?
Nah.
No, oh, you need to watch it because one of the lines, it's a classic stand up. You need to watch it. But one of the things he was saying is that being a comic is not like being a singer because they
Yeah.
get all of a JJ.
Yeah, sure. I feel like, man, honestly, man, and the thing is, woman, I get to realize a woman love a man with talent. A woman like a man in power.
Mm,
But what is the main point of talking to a woman is to like seduce her or
yeah,
get her to like you and love. You know, girls be like, I like the way you talk. Just imagine a girl like, damn, this guy can sing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's like them in our dreamland. So me, I just know the walking, the smile, the singing, and the personality. And you can't beat me. I can get any girl I want.
No, you can't beat it, man.
Yeah,
So what I've noticed as well is that your accent is still there, brother. It's still
yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you moved from Jamaica to New York at the age of 12, if I'm correct.
12, 13, I think. I
12,
don't
13.
even remember. I never think about it, but yeah, it's
So
been a
you,
long.
you you were a kid basically when you moved over. I remember one of my friends from back in the day. Like when I used to work with him, actually, he was. I thought he was American because he was literally coming off as American. The whole swag was American, but he told me he had a British passport and he was born like from the UK. He was educated here. And he moved over to the States, and as soon as he came back, it's like his UK identity was gone. I wouldn't even have clocked that he was UK born. Like,
Yeah.
how have you been able to keep your accent for so long? Like, how do you keep it, man?
The thing is, I tell people all the time, since I was like, mm, I would say like 11, 12, when I moved, um, I always loved how dominant we was, especially New York.
Mm,
Like the dollar vans drivers was Jamaican. If you're walking down and this block is called the Coliseum block, where every rapper in the world buy the jewelry. Like if you want a jewelry, this is what I got mine. If you want a jewelry, you have to go there. And 95% of people that I spoke to was Jamaican. And I
mm,
went to school at Jamaica High School and I was living in Jamaica, Queens. So Jamaica
mm.
always been around me for such a long time. And not only that, what is a man without his true culture?
That's true.
So I never want to be an empty vessel walking around.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be that vessel that walks around empty. I wanted to know that this is my culture and I'm not switching for nothing else. And I've dated most girls I've dated in high school was American, and I just felt like what I have to offer to them is something that they're not used to.
So it's not switching to what they already know. It's giving what something they
Give
never
them what
had.
I am and where I come from, and this is what I represent, and this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna be here like, yo, what's up, son? What, brother? You know what I mean? I just feel it's way cool. I feel like it's way me, it's more me. I don't want no baggy jeans or no baggy shirt. I just want to be who I am and be representing. You know what I mean? If I become the biggest artist tomorrow at that time in back of my brain, which I am now, but you know what I mean? I just want it to be. I
and
want it
I,
to be
and I know about
me.
the I know about the clothes as well because like I've got a lot of step cousins that born in Jamaica, like lived here in the UK for a good half of their life, but I noticed the culture is so like distinctive where it's like tighter jeans, tighter shirts. You know what I mean? Like in America back in the day, you'd have like really baggy shirts and jeans, and it
I
was
mean, no, I'm surprised that no. Yo, I tell people, it's not. I'm not gonna say tight clothes comes from Jamaica. Obviously, like the Spanish wear their clothes very close,
no. There's a
and
culture everywhere. Yeah.
yeah, everywhere. But what I can say is we have always been that type of people who straight jeans and Clarks, and it just never leaves. And I love the fact that Jamaicans never try to alter themselves for anybody. You walk into
Mm,
a room and spot a Jamaican, and I think that's what make them unique and make us us. Because if I was to be on that type of movement as an American, if you walk into a room, I'm like the baby or little baby, you know what I mean? Just me in the corner, just holding my vibe, my foot on the wall,
mm.
with my sneaker under my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
You
ones
just
that
know
just
I
chill in
am
the
man.
corner
I
by the
am.
speaker. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just know says once you see a man like this,
Yeah. You
then you know,
actually, the way you crossed your arms right now, even in the swag, you
brother,
look like my step cousin. The way he
you know
swags
what
it
I mean?
up.
The shoulder have to be lean, never
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
You know
That
what I
is so
mean?
true. That
So
is
yeah,
so
man.
true.
So those are there's certain little things that play a big part in me being an artist and just being authentic. Because remember,
Mm,
I hit from America, which never really happened. You know what I mean? So me hitting from America has to show you how authentic you have to be for people to accept it. You know what I
mm.
mean? So like I just be myself and just know say me's a yard man and ain't nothing gonna change that because I'm
Well,
Jamaican.
you're true to your
Yeah.
roots. That's evident from that, man. I
Yeah.
mean, dancehall was a very good part of my later life.
Mhm.
I discovered like a lot of hip hop, R&B during like my teenage years. I remember the first track that stood out to me when I first listened to dancehall was Beanie Man's "Romy." and I was in the back of my mum and my friend's car, banging it out, speakers out, top down, sunny day, and I'm thinking like, yo, this is some next sound, and I'm loving it. And then it got me to like listening to sounds like Beres Hammond, like Glenn Washington, Sizzla, Torres Riley, so many names, man, that my mum had introduced me to. And for me, when I listen to your music, I feel like it's like a resurgence of that classic sound from what we got exposed to from back in the day, but more modernized
Yep.
to the times. Like especially with like Nobody Has to Know, and even Ride It as another track that really stood out to me in that way. Were you conscious when you came to the scene that you wanted to keep your roots as to what you knew from being in Jamaica and keeping to the true dancehall roots?
Yeah, I wanted to create a sound that my peer who's in America with me every day
Mm,
would vibe to, and then the people back home would groove to.
mm. And you've
So
been doing
in,
that for years, bro.
yeah, so in Jamaica it's more groovy.
Yes.
In America they call it a vibe. Yeah, I like that vibe. You know what I mean?
They
Because we
still
done
say it
about the
now.
vibe already. You know, we are the vibe, so we don't try to vibe. We are the
Mm,
vibe.
yeah.
So when American hear a dancehall record, they be like, yo, I could vibe with that, son. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call it. I would vibe with that. So but Jamaica that the groove and the
Yeah, yeah,
feel
yeah.
is the heartbeat of the people. So when I make a record, I keep the heartbeat,
Mm.
but I polish it with the vibe.
I mean, like I said, you've been doing that for years, and you're still
Yeah.
presenting that sound to us. And again, it's something that will take me back to if I listen to classic dancehall and then I listen to your music. It will just give me a constant reminder of what was true to the roots there,
I
man.
don't really wanna give the secret. You know what I mean? I'm
Mm.
not gonna give no artist a secret. If you want a secret, then you can link me personally. But
Well,
but
I mean, if
I
you ever come to London, then we'll have like this chat again, like
yeah,
just off the
but
record,
the
you know.
truth is I like to be very influential. I feel like that
Sure.
is my goal when I die and my time is up. I
Mm.
want to be influential a lot of artists and the thing, especially artists from the States. And the thing is like I'm the type of artist who would listen to records and be like, wake up one day and be like, yo,
Mm.
all right. What song was running in the 2000s for dancehall and mainstream radio? And you could pick couple, you
Mm.
know what I mean? But then I'd be like, how can I find Beanie Man feature Maya record?
Mm. Yep.
If there's nothing in this world you know what I mean? And
Yep.
then I know the hook have to be like, we can touch if you feel like you want to. You know what I mean? And we can, yeah, let it man for fool, so it's like in
Yeah.
my brain, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be straight dancehall on the verses,
Mm.
but in the hook, I gotta make it no ceiling. When I say no ceiling,
Yeah.
meaning this gap. So if you're in Jamaica, you understand the hook, and if you're in America, you understand the hook. If you're in Europe, you understand the hook. So I make the hook brother. So in my
Mm.
record, if you listen to any Kranium record,
Yep.
every time you come on me yard, you are man, yeah. Nobody have to know, say me yeah, you a touch.
Yeah.
Nobody not fit.
It's
You know the groove.
universal.
You know what I mean? In my dark glass, cut off shots, clocks were clean. Can't believe I take him, girl, away from me, my God. So I make it. So a lot of artists, I think, thinks that I go and say, yo, is R&B not the hooks, but I'm not. What I'm
Mm.
doing is I'm giving the feel of a I got the right temperature to shelter you from the sun.
Exactly.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So the group, the vibe is there, but most importantly, the heartbeat. You know what I mean? The
I mean,
heartbeat.
you're giving some gems today, brother. Like, you know,
Yes,
what I mean,
that's what
such
I'm
a
doing.
learning curve for me as well, man. Especially like,
Yeah,
the whole dancehall flavor. Like, I understood it, but now it's just like, certain ways
yeah,
how certain artists will project onto the music. It's crazy, man.
yeah. So
Um,
that's why, sorry to cut you, that's why, okay, I always, all right, I used to I used to go to this mental battle of not being a big act 3 4 years ago to them because I felt like I was underrated. But
mm,
then I realized to make those records be as effective as a Nobody Have to Know or a Can't Believe or a Weekend or a Last Night or like a Girl Policy, no. it takes a process for you to find those records. It's not
Mm.
something you find overnight. So I'm dropping music as a slower pace, but
Mm.
whenever I drop and it works, it lasts forever. It like it, bro. Like nobody else know. It's like it's never dead.
Well,
You can play
like
that
you said with
anything.
Key Sweat, make it last forever, man.
You know what I mean? You can listen to Buy Where You Want, Buy, Fly Where You Want, and you just feel like it's yesterday drop. You listen to Can't Believe, it feel like it's fresh. Because I take so much time to create the right records, and when me, Pee Wee, Pierre, and the team sit to pick a record,
Mm.
to move forward, it has to be one of those records that give you that feeling from the 2000. It
Well,
has to be one of those records.
I mean, as your own man and you've been doing your own flavors like from the very beginning and kept true. I mean, examples of like biggest crossovers in music as far as like, people from the Caribbean making it like celebrity full status, like for example, Sean Paul,
Yeah.
Rihanna, like they've been artists that have leaped into success, a worldwide household name, worked in different genres, coming from their roots of Jamaica and Barbados, respectively. Has there never been a point in your career where you wanted to go the Rihanna and Sean Paul route? As much as I respect like everyone's come up, or did you just want it to be like I'm doing my route and that's all it is to it?
I mean, there's always a blueprint that we all follow.
Mm.
I honestly feel like there's a blueprint that we all follow. And I honestly feel like we all are inspired.
Yeah.
I hate when artists act as if they're not inspired. We all are inspired to be as big as a Rihanna, as big as a Sean Paul, as big as
Mm.
a Shaggy. And you want to be as big as one of them. And
Mm.
and that should be a goal as an artist, to be bigger. I don't want to be a Sean Paul or Shaggy. I want to be bigger. And so for me, I never tried to go the route. You understand?
Mm.
But I try to create music that will put me on that path,
Mm.
if that makes
Okay.
sense. So
Okay, I hear you.
I don't wake up and I be like, yo, I'm gonna do what Sean Paul did here. Because obviously
Mm.
what happened in 2000 cannot happen in 2020.
Nah, for
It's not,
sure.
you know what I mean? But everything boiled down to a hit record.
Mm.
Nobody cares about a artist, but everybody cares about a hit song.
Mm.
You understand? So in
Yeah.
the back of my brain, I think about everything. Nobody cares about an artist, but everybody
Mm.
cares about a hit song. So when you hear cheerleader,
Mm.
oh, I think that I found myself a cheer. You don't care who the artist is,
Mm.
but you
The
care about
hit,
the
the
song.
hit is there.
A hit is a hit. So
Mm.
in my mindset and my belief,
Mm.
I do not want to go down the road of uh, Sean Paul or
Mm.
Rihanna or Shaggy, but I want the records.
I respect that, man. I respect that. What do you think of the current wave of dancehall artists? New generation. I mean, because you've got like people like yourself. You've been here for a good number of years, but there's people that I know like Shinsia.
7 years. 7 years. It's not that long.
Well, I mean, 7 years. I mean, it's still like midway
How
of
old you
being.
were?
Yeah, but
After 10
but
years?
it's still fresh. It's still fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh. It's
Still,
very
it's
fresh.
still
That's what I'm
fresh.
saying. No, that's what I meant. It's fresh. That's what I'm saying.
I
It's
was caught
very
off
fresh.
guard there. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
But
7 years, very fresh.
people like yourself, like Shinsia, Jada Kingdom, Alakai Harley, who I chatted with a few weeks ago. How do you think you guys fare as far as the evolution of dancehall?
I mean, evolution right now, to me personally, is there's a lot of us as artists that's in dancehall. Dancehall will always have a lot of artists.
Mm.
I just feel like there needs to be more records.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think there need to be um way more dancehall records and radio rather than one every 3 years.
Mm.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that is the only problem I have with it, is that we are putting in a lot of work and we're representing as much as possible, but there needs to be more artists out. You remember back in the 2000 where you could call any of your British friend that doesn't know anything about dancehall, but they know who Sean Paul is, they know who Shaggy is, they know
Oh
who
yeah, for sure.
Vegas is, they know who TOK is, they know who Baby Sham is.
Oh my
You
gosh!
ask
Wow.
the average you ask the average British person now who doesn't listen to dancehall to name 7 dancehall artists at the top of their head, they probably stop at 4.
That's a good
So that's
point.
the point. And I don't know why people fail to understand, or artists fail to understand the difference between being big in a genre and being big as representing the music. It's two
Mm.
is different lane. You get where I'm coming from. So as far as evolution is concerned, I think there's nobody out now that is not talented. I think everybody's talented because Jamaica and a whole are very musical people. So they will listen to foolishness for a second, but they won't condone it. You will get a 6 months run. You know, they will condone it for 6 months, but after they really love music. Jamaicans really love music, period. Whether country, souls, hip hop, R&B, grind, we listen to everything once it's good. So now I think that a person who's not an interviewer, a person who's not a part of dancehall culture should name 10 dancehall artists at the top of their brain without even thinking about it. That's when I'll feel like it's moving further. For now, it's moving, but it's not on the highway. It's still on
But it's progressing, so it's on its way. You know,
100,000%. Yes.
And I know you love working with UK artists. I mean, you come over quite a fair amount. I know that you've been to Notting Hill Carnival, which we'll get to in a minute as well. I mean,
I've never been to Carnival. Yo, I posted that I said I've never been to Carnival, meaning I've never been underground of Carnival of walking.
I mean, you've performed there, haven't you?
Girl. Yeah, but I've never been. The word I'm trying to find. I've never partake in Carnival.
As in, like, being amongst the crowd and just wine, have fun.
Been in a Carnival setting where I'm underground with people and girls that dance and I walk and I go through. I've never done that.
Funny enough, Alakai Harley said the same to me, and she said like she's performed, but she's never actually been in amongst the crowd and stuff. So
yes, I've never done. That's why I said I've never done Carnival.
Yeah.
Being at a stage show at a carnival is not you being participant in the carnival.
No, I hear you, because you want to be in the crowd, and that's a way of saying, yes, I've been in there, it's official.
Next time, I don't care. I'm out there.
I mean, look, let's just hope that Notting Hill Carnival comes back with crowds down the line, man. But as far as like, UK collaborations, we work with so many UK artists, like, who are you connecting with right now in terms of like getting a collab in? Because I know you love the UK, man.
Right now, lately I've worked with AJ Tracy.
Oh, sick.
I've worked with okay, who I want to work with right now, I could tell you exactly who I want feature right now. I love. Like, I hope he sees this. I'm a huge fan of Haley. Like, I think.
Okay, what for Western?
I think he is the UK version of Jeremiah.
Ooh.
They don't miss with hooks.
Yeah, he doesn't miss.
It doesn't miss with hooks.
No.
I would love to work with him. Shout out Tian Wayne. We're about to get some stuff done.
Sick.
I want to work with Malik Berry on the Afrobeat side. Malik Berry is one of the dopest artists.
You've been tweeting about him quite a fair bit as of late.
He's in the top 3 most talented ones. I don't care what nobody has to say. You know what I mean? And obviously, Mr. Easy and me work a couple times. And as far as female, Alika Harley, I like her music, you know what I mean? We never get a chance to match it. She was supposed to be on a record with me. I don't know what happened. We just never have a time to like.
I thought that would have been set in stone already, though.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? And I work with anybody who wants to work with me. I'm not the type of artist who turn on anybody. I've never turned on a feature unless if I don't like the record. Once I like the record, I work with it, you know what I mean? But those are like my top 5 people I really want to work with.
Speaking of artists, because I know you mentioned like Alagai Harley is an artist that you'd like to work with. Like, as far as like, all right, let's go 2 ways real quick, right? So in terms of attraction, one way, and in terms of rapping or singing ability, right? Let's start with attraction first. Who do you rate as far as UK female artists?
I like Paige.
Okay. I've had a chat with her quite a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Paige. I like, as I said, I like Alikai. What's her name? I listen to Lisa Mercedes. I listen to Stefflon Don.
Miss Banks.
What's crazy? I never spoke this in ever, and I'm gonna say this right now.
Okay.
I think I have the messages right now. Actually, I'm gonna show you something.
Get some exclusive ish right here, man. I'm loving this.
Like, this should be your Okay, let me find it right now. It's worth it. It's worth it. Trust me.
Okay.
Okay. I have to block. Hold on, let me see if I can block this. I don't know. Can you see it? It's too dark. But anyways, long story short, on September 25th in 2016, I reached out to Stefflon Don. And this was before, I don't know if she had a record yet, the big record, but she was supposed to be a part of Weekend.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, she was supposed to be a part of Weekend. I don't know what happened. I don't know how we got. I don't know what happened, but I heard her. A friend of mine put me onto her way back in 2015, end of 2016. I was like, yo, I want her on a record, and
Wow.
Weekend was that record. But I don't know what happened. You just never get the time to like to
I mean,
structure.
it's possible. I mean, Stefflon Don is
Yeah,
like
of
just
course.
killing it
Yeah,
right
I
now.
mean, yeah, but I mean, at the time. I'm just showing you how much I was like up
C-
in
like,
that scene. Like I
yeah,
just wanted to
committed that you
like
knew what was going
I
on.
knew who she was before she was who she was now.
Yeah, it's funny in that
I saw the
because
talent. I was like, yo, that girl is bad. Like
do
she's
you know what's
talented.
funny? Like 2016 was I saw so there's an artist called Miss Banks and she had like a headline show just before she blew up big, right? And then Stefflon Don was one of the supporting acts, and I had a chance to talk with her after the show, and this is before she went big, and I was meant to do an interview with her at some point, and then she blew, and then it's like, yo, look, like hadn't had a chance to speak to her again since, so. I
Yeah.
don't know. Let's
When did that
see.
song come out? When did what was her first record? Her first big record?
I think the one that really stood out that full introduction was when I think she collaborated with Miss Banks and Big Tobes, and the tune was called "You Know My Style."
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, when I
so
know
that was
about
my
her,
introduction to Steph.
okay, when I know about her at the time, I know she didn't have she never had the huge record yet.
Yeah,
So I
no,
was
that was
like,
definitely before. That was definitely
yeah, I was
before.
like, this girl is dope. You
She
know
is
what I
dope.
mean?
Yeah,
So the point I'm trying to make with this sharing is that I love to work with whoever I want to work with.
I hear you. I hear you,
It's
man.
not the biggest record them time. Nobody definitely is the biggest record in the world. You
No,
know,
for sure.
I think,
As long as you get to work with that person that you've rated, so no
yeah,
one's
I'm
there.
always like that. I
Um,
always like to work with everybody.
Well, let's go into through the window, and then
Mhm.
also Gal Policy, which was the previous like track beforehand. I mean, Gal
Yeah.
Policy. I mean, first of all, through the window that was at the beginning of October, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then Gal Policy was before. I mean, your lyric video reaching 16 million views now, which is
Mhm.
well, I've done a little bit of research, and it's the fourth most popular video on your whole entire YouTube channel,
Yeah.
which is mad. Like, because if you go on YouTube and you search most popular, it's the fourth most popular video on your YouTube. And then
Okay.
obviously that goes underneath all your features you did with Ty Dolla Sign and Wizkid and Tory Lanez.
Family and weekend and yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, man. And then obviously the concept, when I heard the track, I thought like you must have done some stuff because you linked a girl at her yard. It goes wrong. The man comes back, and you got a choice of whether you stick it out and get your ass whooped, or
Yep.
or you whoop his ass, or you just
Yeah.
go out the window. Like, what got you to making that track? Was that something off experience?
I mean, I just wanted to always be that artist that talk about things that people are afraid to talk about.
Mm,
Like your
I like
girlfriend
that.
is cheating on you, or your husband is cheating on you at some point. It
Yeah,
happens. It's happening on a daily basis.
yeah.
So be grateful when you have a good woman, and ladies
Mm,
be grateful when you have a good man because these things are happening on a daily basis, and I needed to like enlighten or um you know talk about these things and that make people feel comfortable about it and laugh because at the end of the day I come off in a very jovial form. Like you listen to Gal Policy, you're gonna laugh
mm.
because that's just how I am with my music. You listen, nobody else know I'm that guy is crazy. You listen to
I,
Weekend, it's crazy. Can't believe I'm taking a girl away from you last night, one piece of something. Buy what you want, buy any girl more want to touch us. You know what I mean? I always just show that thing that in, like dash it in, like brother, it's happening. This is everyday thing.
yeah.
This is not,
No,
you know what I mean?
because the thing is, like, you'd be that. It sounds like you'd be that crazy to do all that and then put yourself at risk. Like, did you like if we're talking in the concept of the tune here? Like, did you know that she had a man, or like, did she tell you that she had a man?
That's
Like,
what I
as
said.
far as the concept.
That's why I said she invite me. Never tell me nothing about her man. She
Oh, so
invite
kept
me.
it secret.
Yeah, I didn't know she have a
Ah,
man. She
okay. So
invited
you were
me.
the
So
victim here, basically.
yes, I'm not jumping through the window for no like never tell me that shit. If I went there knowingly,
Hmm.
then yeah, but I was unaware, you know what I mean? So
Well, I mean,
I'm
like
not
it's killing it. Both tracks, Scale Policy and
yeah, man.
Through the
Scalp
Window. Like I respect like
creative.
the melodies and the creativity you brought to that there table, man. I was really enjoying the track, man. So big ups to you on those two, man.
Yeah.
And I hear you got a few more tracks coming before the end of the year.
Yeah, I have an EP I'm about to drop Like it's just 4 songs. It's Girl Policy, Through the Window we released. Then I have a song called Black Traffic, um, Won't Judge, and it's based on taxi. And it's basically
Is that getting the clarification, just to be sure?
okay. And Toxic is gonna be the lead single, I think. Moving on next, because
Yeah,
obviously
because you tweeted that, didn't you?
yes,
Yeah.
and it's an amazing record. I think it's one of my best records for a while.
Okay.
Like as far as like production and sounds and melodies, because you know I'm a melody god, like it says right
Yeah.
here. You know?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the shine is crazy.
Yeah, so you know me is the melody god, so it's full of melody. The project is dope. It's 4 songs before the album because I'm gonna drop the best album for 2021.
All right. Well, I mean, you said that as well. I cannot wait. I absolutely cannot wait, man. Well, just before I let you go, because, you know, we're running out of time here. I do this with every artist, and I'm a bit of a Twitter stalker.
No problem.
All right. Because you tweet a lot. You tweet more than most artists that I've spoken with, right? So I just wanted to go through some light-hearted tweets and just to get a bit of elaboration of what it is you mean and just give the audience a context of what you meant. Is that cool?
No problem.
All right. All right. The first one is, don't cheat if you can't fight.
100%. If you can't fight, why you cheating? That means if me catch you with my girl, you should cheat me because I have good insurance. I can get the hospital and go lie down. So you never fight. That's exactly what it means.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. We're already started. Listen, I saw a lot of these tweets you like from yesterday and I was busting up already. So I know I'm going to be laughing at these ones. Next one is, if I'm single on tour next year, may God strengthen those condoms.
Because me I go hard. I'm not partially
That
nasty.
got me. That got me. I was gone from there.
All shape, size doesn't matter. I go in. I'm gonna make up for all the years I've missed.
Well, you're not taking no chances in that respect now. So you're like, oh, make sure the condoms are strong, yeah?
If I'm single, I'm ready to mingle because I'm singlish right now. So it's still
single-ish.
Yeah.
So you're not with anyone, but you're kind of floating.
Yeah, I'm singlish.
Okay. I've never heard that one, singlish. I'm gonna take that one. Next one is, what was meant for you will never miss you, and what misses you was never meant for you.
1,000%. Some people are in a relationship and they break up with somebody, and I feel like sometimes, for example, you're so hurt, you're tore down, you're feeling sad. But if it was meant to be, it would be yours. You know what I mean? And sometimes in life, people meet back and make it one and keep it moving, and they become best friends or they become best lovers. So that's what I meant about it, because I was just analyzing something in my mind. And
okay.
That's what comes I write it.
Okay. Next one is, don't post your girl on IG if you're not gonna tag her. We want to see how loyal she is too.
Yeah. Guys be saying,
I agree, 100%.
I have the most loyal girl and nobody like her. You post a picture and don't tag her. Let's see. let me test the feed. Let me be the judge of that. You know what I mean?
But you see with me, yeah, I'm not one for like posting my relationships like that. I'm kind of private with that. So I let only so much out on the open because I don't want everyone knowing my business like that.
I know what you mean.
You know? I just want to fuck. I don't want to fall in love. Apostrophe, well, Kranium in charge. That was what the tweet said.
Yeah, so In Charge is a single of mine, and in the song it says, I just wanna fuck, I don't wanna fall in love. Baby, when I get my shot.
So is this the current status of where you're at now?
Yeah, that's the way it is. No. No, it's to be honest with you, I don't wanna fuck. I wanna what did I say again? Repeat it?
Yeah, you said, I just want to fuck, I don't want to fall in love.
Yeah, I fall in love with your own. If our own is good, I fall in love with it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so just to be sure. All right, next one is, if you eat boneless chicken, I will never trust you.
In life. Never. How do you eat boneless chicken? That's like you flying on Spirit Airline. Bro, you have no love for yourself. Like, you can't be trusted at all. You will do anything there.
So you're saying that anyone that eats boneless chicken, they're snakes? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I'm just saying. You have certain snake syndrome. It's in your syndrome.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Yeah. All right, well, well, just to be absolutely clear to you, brother, all my chicken I've ever ate has been on a bone.
Yeah, has to be.
You know, that's just the way I going about it. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
And he gives
don't
me
ever,
the applause as well.
yeah, has to
Oh
be.
god. Oh shit. All right. Next one is ask anyone that knows me personal. It's either we cool or we ain't. I don't do that fake industry shit.
No, I don't like it.
Mm,
I think artists are too emotional, and I feel like um I don't like I don't. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. If I'm not gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it. So don't be like, some artists be like, yo, I'm gonna cut my verse next week, and then two
yeah.
weeks you don't get.
And then you go
Just tell
get
me
it.
straightforward on the
Yeah, yeah,
street.
yeah, yeah.
I don't
I'm
want a
black and
record.
white. Just tell me as it is. I don't want to like have a question mark on my head. You know the ones.
Yeah.
Boy, man, we're on the same wave, man. I like this. Few more. No matter how rich you are, name that one thing you will eat. Mine is chicken back with dumpling and yam with a glass of Kool-Aid. Bad your fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
No matter how rich me is in life, how much food me can afford, I always eat chicken back.
You know what? It goes to show that you're really true to your roots because no matter how much money how much money you make or the fame,
Yeah,
whatever comes
yeah.
to you, you
Eat
always
all the
keep to your
steak,
roots.
all the lobster, all of that. But on certain days during the week, I check my mother for some chicken back and after
I
eat it.
love that. I love that. I love your vibes, man. Last one is do, 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 do. Okay. No, actually, two more. The minute you try to control a girl, you officially fucked up. Real man, no real girls hate insecure man.
100%. You cannot tell a girl what to do. The minute you tell her what to do, she's gonna do whatever she wanna do more because now she feel like say, you're trying to hold her against letting her be free. A woman don't want to feel like they're not free.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They say you
So
don't
when the
own
man,
me. You don't own me.
yeah, you don't own me. You know, like it's like you can't search a woman's phone, but you can supervise it.
I hear that. I hear that. Last one. A lot of us walking around with problems from our past and expect our relationship to flourish. It ain't gonna happen. Go face those problems before you end up old and alone.
Yeah, a lot of people are in a relationship and they bring them problem in a relationship with you and don't realize that it's not gonna work because you have mental problem from what you've been through before. And it goes back to me talking to this girl one time. I really liked her, but she keep on saying what happened to her, and I'm like, fix that. Link when you're done. Hopefully, I'm still single, but fix that. I
Yeah.
mean, a girl meet a guy and she really love this guy. She put her all into him and him break her heart, and now she go walk around thinking like every Jamaican man is the same, or every African man is the same, or every Spanish man is the same, or every you know what I mean? They just
Yeah,
think,
it's like that stereotype of what they
yeah.
expect
So
from.
now you have to fix yourself and realize that you know what before I leave, last point. A lot of people um in a situation where they take this whole relationship thing
Mm,
from the previous thing, bring it in
mm,
this right now,
yep.
and no matter what you do, they will never trust you. They will never ever give the benefit of the doubt. They will never understand. It's always
Mm,
antagonize you. They always have trust issue and all these things, and they just mess up something that could have been amazingly great just because they won't let go of what happened before. So that's basically what it was.
I mean, man, like I wish I had more time with you, but I know you got
Yeah.
more famous shit to do. I mean, hopefully when flights lift, and you're able to come to London, I would love to do a
Yeah,
face-to-face
man.
talk with you
Check up
again.
and what I talk, man. Most
Yeah, and
definitely.
talk that talk, man, because we did, and
Yeah,
you given some gems, and I would love to get some more gems. So,
yeah,
hopefully
man.
that it brings out, man. But Cranium, I want to thank you so much for your time, man. I appreciate you coming on, brother.
And big up yourself, boss.
I appreciate that. If you could tell our audience where they can catch you on all the socials, what's
Yeah,
coming up
man.
for you next, tell them all right here, my G.
So check the EPs coming out in a couple weeks from now, and follow me on Instagram KRANIUM. My Twitter is at the real Cranium. I'll be talking smack on there. Facebook is official Cranium. I like my Instagram because my DMs be looking wonderful. I've been saying that for years. So big up yourself.
Respect to Cranium, J Bills Media Spotlight UK, giving some gems today. Cranium, thank you so much again, and we're gonna hopefully chop it up again soon, man.
I'm a boss.
All right, okay. Bless up to you, brother.
Listen.
All right, peace, man.